There were so many men in there, and yet still somehow no men. I don't even know how that's possible, but let me just like give you a description. All of these girlies dressed so cute. They have their hair blown out. They're in like heeled boots and furs, and they look so good. They probably had a really incredible dinner. They like planned their night out, whatever. Every single man in there, and I mean without exception, in like a hoodie with a jersey over it. Like, try a little harder, my dude. The talent is on zero. We have such incredible women in the city of Charlotte that literally date outside of the city. We'll go fly to New York, fly to another city, put their hinge on for other cities because the men just are not interested in even putting in an ounce of effort. I guess the bar is just in hell. And I know that doesn't make any of my single friends feel better. Like, I'm so sorry I'm telling you this, but if you are single at this point, you might want to consider dating outside of Charlotte.
If you have a man that can't pay all your bills, you need to go get you a job, not a new man.
If anyone was wondering how being a single girl out here is, why this guy give me his number and I text him like a day later and I'm just like, hey, it's Morgan, lock me in. He says, and quote, lock me in. I don't want to talk to no man. Have a nice day, sir. I fear he ate, but I am like, am I not a lady anymore? I can't say lock me in. Like, I didn't know there were rules. He ate with that though.
God, dog, he kind of strict. I ain't gonna lie to you. God, you know, this is the type of energy that women want from a man. Like it's good as a soundbite, but they don't want this type of energy ongoing. Like, I don't want you to treat me like I would treat you.
And you gotta play hard to get because men love the chase. They actually don't anymore. Okay, they are not with the chase anymore. Let me tell you, ladies, it has changed. Okay, and look, I'm not actually unhappy about all of it. It's been ingrained in us as young women that not to be too easy, right? And that men love the chase and that they're only going to want you if you don't want them. And you got to play hard to get, right? And I've always thought it was, honestly, I don't want to. That takes too much work, you know? But now it's gone too far the other way, where they want us to literally do all the work instead. It is unfortunate that both men and women are getting fed horrible advice, horrible information from both sides. That's really honestly pitting us against each other. Let's just literally treat both men and women the same, like how we want to be treated, equally, and I think we'll be good, right? People inflate this idea of like men and women are so different to be really something that it's not. Both men and women don't want people who cheat. We both don't want to do all of the work, right? It has to be 50-50 at least when it comes to effort. We both don't want to have to play hard to get. We both don't want people who gaslight us. Like, it's simple things. And I feel like this red pill and then a lot of the misandrist, you know, stuff that women are getting shoved down their throats on TikTok that you might not even notice, but is subconsciously, you know, leaking in. I think people aren't realizing how much that can actually affect. And then not only that, but how wrong it actually is.
Yeah, right. Nobody's going to want to introvert a nerdy guy that all he does is stay home and play video games, has such low self-esteem that daily praise is required. And all he wants to do is put his head in your lap and get head scratches. And he's not even going to cheat on you because he's going to spend all his time and money on Warhammer 40k figurines.
I have beef with our dating situation as a nation. We think because we're not in a relationship with people that we don't owe them basic decency. What? Well, I don't even... you owe me respect and honesty at baseline. You don't gotta tell me everything. But I need to know the stuff that's most important to me that will impact me mentally, socially, physically, emotionally, sexually. That is my business. You do owe me that. You owe it. Like, when was it okay to just treat people like, because they're not your boyfriend, they're not your girlfriend? Where's your heart?
Don't you go getting married. Don't you go get engaged. I know you're getting older.
So this let me know, because I looked in them comments. This let me know that a lot of y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all see this? Y'all seen what it said? This is the perfect example of when you playing that hard game, and the dude just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm just gonna move on, go on to somebody better. Now you caught up trying to play this game that y'all like to play, and you got left behind. Now you like, I shouldn't have done that. But guess what? It's too late. Then you got some people in the comments talking about some, well, he can move on. You can too. Newsflash, you're the reason why he's moving on like that. Like, take some accountability. 2025, let's bring accountability back. Let's make sure that some of us, well, the men, we can take accountability. But let's make sure some of us can take some accountability, because y'all run from that 40-yard dash to get away from that accountability. But yeah, stop playing games, man. Them the old days. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Come on, y'all see inflation? Y'all see the price of gas, eggs, all the type of stuff? Ain't nobody got time to be playing games with y'all, man.
I am done. I am done. I am done begging him to love me. Done begging him to spend time with me. Like, I swear, some of us women have more balls than you coward-ass men. You take good women. You take good women and you break us down till we can't take no more, till every man we see makes us want to vomit. I don't know what it's like to be in the presence of a real man, a leader, somebody that you know is going to protect you.
And that is your fault. I'm sorry, I know that it makes some people uncomfortable to see such a callous response to a woman who's obviously in pain, but God help me, on this issue, I have just run out of empathy. Women, if you can't find a man, that's your fault. Stop whining, stop complaining, stop playing the victim, take some accountability. I ran a poll on my channel asking men if they were responsible for their current level of success or failure in the dating market. Despite the fact that they are men and they're existing in a dating market that is brutally stacked against them, still over 80% of the men say yes. It's on me. I'm responsible for my level of success or failure. You ask modern women about their level of success with men. Do you think you're going to get 80% of them saying, yes, it's my responsibility?
And what Alexander just said is facts. I hate to be this callous about it, but I'm running out of empathy for you guys. Get it together. Well, you did this and you did that. Ma'am. Y'all be blasting through and running through red flags. Whose fault is that?
Here are some other things I do when I date that'll probably piss off more incels. If we have been on one date, we are not dating. If we've been on multiple dates, you are not my boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm not serious about you unless I have a conversation with you telling you that I'm serious about you. Until then, you are somebody that I am casually dating or casually hooking up with. If you can't make me finish the first time without a toy, there will never be a second time. I will be dating other people at the same time. We are not exclusive unless we have had a specific conversation about how both of us want to be exclusive. And until that happens, you are not entitled to the information of who I'm dating, how often, and when. If you are not my committed partner and you're just somebody I'm casually dating and you get mad that I don't respond quickly enough, we will never be seeing each other again. You're not allowed to sleep over. I do not do sleepovers. There are extremely few exceptions here. I also don't do cuddles after the fact. I don't really want to text you between dates. Maybe after a while, if we've been seeing each other for a little bit, I am interested in that. But for the most part, nope. Let's just organize the date, set a time and day, and I don't need to talk to you until then. If you're a man and it's our first time hooking up, I will not be going down first. Just because we've hooked up does not mean we're dating or there's any commitment involved. That would require a conversation.
Another quick fit check for you guys before I turn it in for the night, because I do not like my life right now. Anyways, this is what I wore tonight. I hate it. Oh, I'm crashing out in front of millions, hundreds actually, but this is what I wore tonight. Boots, trench coat, shirt, pants. How to make the pain go away.
No, I get it now. You got me. You got me. I was sitting up there. I said, what? What's wrong with the fit? I'm looking at the comments and everybody's like, what's wrong with the fit? You know, I'll say this. I'll say this. These women are getting darn good at this. They're getting creative. You got me. Well done.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's going to take more than women being pretty for men to approach them anymore. I keep seeing women complaining that men aren't approaching them. And as someone who used to wonder about this too, I'm going to tell you exactly what I learned and how we can fix it. Here's what I've realized. These men are exhausted. They're tired of being used for free drinks, tired of being seen as walking ATMs, tired of putting in effort only to be ghosted or given fake numbers. And listen, I get it. We've been taught that our beauty should be enough, that men should pursue us no matter what. But the reality is, we've created an environment where approaching us feels like a lose-lose situation for them. I used to think men owed me their attention just because I looked good. But here's what I learned. No one owes us anything, not their time, attention, energy, or money. But we've been programmed to think that being pretty is our main value, but then we get upset when men only see us for our looks. Think about how hypocritical that is. We want them to value our minds, but are we actually developing our personalities? We want them to see us for who we are, but do we even know who we are beyond our looks? I had to look in the mirror and ask myself some hard questions. Am I showing interest in him as a person, or just what he can provide? Am I bringing peace to his life or drama? Am I someone he'd actually want to build a legacy with? The truth is, we've made dating transactional without even realizing it. We expect men to approach, pay, pursue, while we just exist and wait to be catered to. But here's what changed everything for me. When I started focusing on what I could offer instead of what I could get, everything shifted. The relationship I have now with my fiance is proof that when you develop yourself beyond your looks, the right man will see you as a true partner. We wonder why good men seem unavailable, but maybe they're just protecting themselves from the games we don't even realize we're playing. We can't treat men like they're disposable and then wonder why they've stopped trying. Our actions have consequences, but recognizing this is the first step to actually making a change. If we want men to approach us, we need to show them we're worth the risk. Let's start being the women who inspire men to step up, not the ones who make them want to give up.
Honestly, man, I'm still thinking about that last video. I'm gonna have to start checking profiles. It, I, you know, I guess it's coming to a point to where you be so paranoid. You be so paranoid now to where you're like, is this, are you guys up to something like this? Y'all really are advocating for men and there's nothing behind it. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm checking around corners now. I didn't click on her profile. I didn't click on another woman's profile that I've been following for a long time. This is not healthy, man. There's some good women out there that are actually doing it for the right reasons.
You know what's ironic? Women will talk about how dangerous men are. We will choose the bear. I don't want him even saying hello to me, so I ain't gonna say hi back. But we'll hit a guy, try to fight a guy, and expect him to have restraint. And no, I'm not talking about self-defense. I'm talking about when a woman initiates a fight, put hands on him. You know exactly what I mean. We've seen enough videos online, okay? Did we not agree a man is dangerous? It's like going up to a lion and like smacking it in the face. And then when it attacks you, you're all like, I'm a woman. Why? Is a man dangerous or not? Nobody should be hitting anybody. But why would you hit something that you know can hurt you? And if you're certain he will not hit you back, then I wonder, do you really believe he's dangerous? The words and the action are not matching. Make it make sense.
I don't know. I just kind of went
through something recently. I ended up leaving my fiance.
How come?
How come?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing.
Did you meet somebody new?
I did. It was somebody that lived in the area, and I got curious about who this person was, and I took it too far and I acted on it. And then, yeah, ended up leaving my fiance and regretted it almost immediately. And I actually just left that other relationship that I was in. And I think I want to repair things with my ex-fiance, and I think he does too. But I don't know where to start.
How do you know you want to repair it?
Because, I mean, he was my best friend. I mean, we were together for 7 years, engaged for a year and a half. And I don't know, I just can't, I don't know, I can't imagine, like, meeting someone else.
Well, you don't have to imagine it, do you? Because you already have met somebody, right? You are already out there doing that. So, stop talking. Stop talking. Get off of the radio. Go tell him, let him go through the process of leaving you. Find somebody else, I guess.
I'm good. Hey, yo.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready, babe. I'm ready, babe.
Why are boys so stupid? We haven't FaceTimed in 6 days. I love him. It was my birthday. You got me a great present. Gorgeous. Whole bouquet of flowers over there. And you can't. I want you to go to the movies with me to see Regretting You. I've been asking you for weeks. But you can't go. No, because your best friends. Well, my best friend and your best friend dated, and now they broke up. So now it's this big thing, and you can't come with me because she's gonna be there. Okay, I find a way for her not to be there. And then you make plans to go to the mall at the same time with your friends that you see every day. I'm sorry, you just made plans with me. We haven't hung out, like just me and him, in like 2 weeks. We haven't FaceTimed in 6 days. He gets ready and texts me goodnight. It's not like he doesn't like me, he's just an idiot.
Seems like he's trying to be there for his friend. Y'all keep telling us that we are not we're not good friends. Our friendships are surface level. They're shallow. Keep in mind, he's not neglecting her. They just haven't FaceTimed in a week. Not neglecting her. He bought her something for her birthday, something very special. We haven't hung out by ourselves in 2 weeks, so we are hanging out. There might just be a situation to where right now, well, there is a situation actually. My friend is going through a breakup. He's going through a tough breakup, and I'm trying to be there for him. Hey, if at all possible, I cannot hang out in a situation where she's here. I got to choose my bro right now. I got to be there for him. Y'all would do the same thing actually and expect the man to understand, right? So I do get where you're coming from, but this is what makes relationships difficult, is because y'all want men to continually over everything to prioritize you, but then y'all turn around and turn it on the man and say, well, you need some friends, and y'all not even asking questions about your friend. Y'all are not even talking to them and helping them through difficult times. Well, in a difficult time, they don't come when it's convenient. Usually difficult times come when it's inconvenient. So right now, I'm trying to be there for my friend. I'll get back to you. It's your birthday. I still love you. I'm going to get you something. I got you something. You like it. All right. We're still hanging out. I just haven't been able to be as present as I am normally. But I am calling you. I am texting you. I am connecting with you. I am talking to you. It's just that you want something else that because I'm giving the time to my friend for this short stint of time, I cannot necessarily give to you. And I hope you understand that. I think that she does.
I feel like such a terrible mom. I'm just mad all the time for no reason. Just like full of rage, like I could strangle someone. Like I could just scream. And I don't know why. There's not like any real reason for me to feel this way. Like brushing my kids' teeth this morning was the hardest thing I've ever done. I couldn't even speak to tell her to tell my daughter to just put her toothbrush down and come into the other bathroom so I could brush her hair. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I get so wound up that I don't know, like all I want to do is scream, or I don't even want to scream. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I have no idea. No clue. No clue why I feel this way. Like I'm mean. I'm just mean. I'm just in a bad mood. And then I drop them off at school and then I feel terrible for doing that to them. Because nothing happened. Nothing happened to make me mad. Nothing's going on to put me in a bad mood. It's just me. And I don't know what to do. And my husband is probably like, oh God, here we go again. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my period. I have no idea. All I know is that I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to be doing this. It's 8:30. I want to be at the gym. And feeling happy, like, yeah, for the past few months. Like, I know that hormones do things when we start our periods, but what about the medication? Why is it not helping right now? I thought that it was supposed to make me not do this, not feel this way. It's definitely not as bad. But it's there. And the sadness is there. What do I do now?
I am 37 years old, and for the past 2.5 years, I have been struggling. I look in the mirror as a mom, as a 37-year-old woman, and I don't know the person that is looking back at me. I'm depressed. I have anxiety. 2 things I've never dealt with in my life before ever. I don't know who I am. I feel like I'm lost. I go through my days and I live my life and I live the same day over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And nothing ever changes. I don't know this person that I've become. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with the way I treat my kids, with the way I treat my husband, with the way I treat myself. I don't know who I am. I'm completely lost. And this is just not me. Some days I don't want to even do anything. I don't want to move. And I'll come home after the school drop off and somehow it's 2 p.m. and it's time for pickup again. And I've literally done nothing but wallow in my sad state. This is not me.
Many months later.
So y'all want to know the scariest thing, and it's happening to me now, is being a female, married. I'm 37. I have 2 kids. They're 5 and 7. And I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 plus years. I have no income. I have no money. I use my husband's credit card and I use my husband's money. And 2 weeks ago, he told me that he wants to move forward with divorce. Today, I literally, like, I use an American Express credit card for everything. It's got my name on it, but obviously he pays the bill. He told me he's gonna cut it off. And I gotta, like, move all the automatic payments and stop using it. And he said, you need to start using your own card now. What card? I don't have a card. That is my card. Terrifying. I mean, I feel like a little girl who needs their mommy because I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't, like, it's just terrifying. Terrifying.
And I think this honestly is very sad. I was thinking at 37 with 2 kids, this might have something to do with postpartum. A woman in the comments is suggesting perimenopause plus dysregulation plus emotional coping skills plus lack of community plus capitalism. Okay. Plus expectations plus responsibilities plus patriarchy. What? Plus country collapsing. Yeah, us too. The patriarchy? Capitalism? What? If you would have told me she's suffering with, like, something around menopause, that she has to go get checked out, or she's suffering with postpartum, that would make sense to me. But, and honestly, I was hoping when she talked about in this last video, he's moving forward with the divorce. To me, when I heard that, I was like, oh, this has been something that's been going on that he's been talking to her about. He didn't just dump her. He's been talking to her about these issues that have been going on, which, to be fair, postpartum is a beast. Depression is an absolute monster. So I know you can get help there, but even on medication and even on therapy, it's still insane. It's a lot. I'll say that it's a lot. And once again, like I said, postpartum, man, that's the reason I feel sorry for her. But I think he just got tired of it. Like she said in a previous video, I'm not good to my husband. I'm not good to my kids. I don't recognize the person that I am. And me thinking about it and talking about it, a lot of these ladies today wouldn't have stayed. They would have been like, yeah, but you know, there's no excuse. You need to get over your issues. You need to do X, Y, and Z. They would have said that to the man. They would have left that man high and dry. And honestly and truly, this would have been the result. The only thing that's different is the man would have already had a job, even if he's not rich. Even if he, you know, he didn't really have a lot of money to his name, he would have still had, you know, the ability to go make some money. But what's probably happening in this situation is he would get home and he would have to take care of the kids. He would get home from work, he'd be exhausted, and it would be his responsibility to take care of the kids. I don't put it past him having to call family over, possibly friends, in order to help him with the babies. This is a tough situation, and honestly, I don't want to like go into too much, because I hope that she gets some sort of assistance. I hope she lands on her feet, man. It sounds like she's actually going through something that's very difficult. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. But yeah, this This is a lot for anybody, and I think a lot of people would expect the man to sit there and take this, right? You're probably saying things and doing things. We know that women don't control their mouths. They don't control their emotions, a lot of them. There was, a lot of women, I can't remember the compilation, but she was said, man, if my husband said the things that to me that I said to him, I would be in a puddle. If he talked to me the way I talk to him, I would be an emotional wreck. And no mention of her stopping and apologizing, of her not doing it anymore. She just said, if he did it to me, I'd be a wreck, but I'm still gonna do it.
If my husband talked to me the way that I talk to him sometimes, I would be in a literal puddle. Sometimes I am so mean to that man, and he's always so kind. And I know that if he ever returned the same words and the same tone, I would cry.
You know what the saddest part is that I can't even say that this man can only take so much and that he will someday potentially leave, and you're going to be left thinking, why? What happened? I honestly can't say that because I don't think that's what's going to happen, because I know good men and I know that they will stay. I think that a lot of that has to do with men actually loving greater than women. They love and stay even when there's a lack of kindness, effort, reciprocation, happiness. So when a woman comes on and she's very obviously aware of her lack of kindness, for her to not talk about sitting down with her husband and taking accountability and apologizing on top of changing, it's kind of sad.
A woman will leave a good man. Isn't that crazy when you think about that? When a woman has a good man in her life, and yet she will still leave him. And it's not because of what he's doing for her, because most women, and not all, most women will appreciate what a man does for her. However, the reason why a woman will leave a good man is because of what he does not do for her. Do you see the difference? Because sometimes a man can think he's doing everything right, but that's what he's thinking. But he has to make sure that the way that he loves her, values her, respects her, appreciates her, is in a way that she wants these things done. Not in the way that he wants to do it, but in the way that she appreciates them. And this is oftentimes the problem. Not that the woman is ungrateful, not that she's not appreciative, but we have to understand as men that if we are going to bring a woman into our life, we have to understand her. We have to know what her wants are. We have to know what her needs are in every way. And then we have to provide those things in a way that she appreciates, in the way that she wants. That may sound crazy, but that's just the reality. And if we're not willing to do that, then we should not bring this woman into our life. But if we do bring her into our life, we have to sign up for that. We have to deliver on that. And if we do not cater to her in the way that she wants to be loved, respected, and appreciated, if we don't do those things, it's not going to matter if we're a good man. It's not going to matter what we do, because we're not doing those things in the way that she wants them to be done for her.
But the issue is that they're flipping. Men know that. That's why they know exactly what their woman wants. Even though women are not giving men credit for it, they know exactly what their woman is looking for and they're doing it. But the woman is saying, oh, but I saw Becky over here that went to this steakhouse. Can we go to that one? Well, I thought you said you liked the Cheesecake Factory. I do, but not all the time. No, you literally said, I can take you to the Cheesecake Factory. I tried to take you to that steakhouse like a couple of months ago. You said you didn't want to go. You said you'd rather go to the Cheesecake Factory. That's where I went. That's that type of stuff where it starts you being ungrateful. And when he says, okay, well, let's go over there. No, I don't want to. We're already here. No, let's go. Well, you need a reservation. I mean, it says right here, it's, you can walk in. There's nothing. You just walk in there. Well, yeah, but we ain't even dressed. No, I got slacks on. I got a nice shirt on. You got something relatively nice. Let's go check it out and see. Oh, well, I don't know. And hemming and hawing. Let's just stay here. And even with that, a man will try to say, man, let's just go. But you don't want to do it. And so y'all stay at Cheesecake Factory. But like I said, y'all hold it against him. In your mind, you hold it against him. So the next time y'all get into an argument, or later on down the road when you leave him, oh, well, I just felt like you didn't take me some of the places that I would have really loved to go and you really didn't know me. What are you talking about? Well, that one time I went to Cheesecake Factory and you didn't know that I wanted to go to the steakhouse. That's because you didn't want to go to the steakhouse until you literally saw it sitting there at the table. You saw somebody went there, and so you decided right there at the table you wanted to go. And when I said, why don't we go? You said, no, let's just stay here. And even when I tried to almost quite literally force you to go over there, you said you didn't want to go. This is what I mean. They're flipping. They come into the marriage one way, and then they flip and they start doing other things. Maybe not all the time, and maybe you can kind of see what these women are like even before the marriage. I would encourage men to do that, but these women are not who they are, who they're saying that they are. They're acting one way. Oh, I don't want to be the cool girl anymore. Aisha freaking Curry. They're, oh, well, I don't have men that look at me. Why would you even say that? Is Steph not doing it? Steph is very supportive of his wife. Very supportive. And there have been a lot of men very supportive. Oh, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Oh, well, I don't feel love in that way. Okay, well, do you want me to spend more time with you? I'll spend more time with you. And I'm not, well, yeah, but you're thinking about work. Girl, shut up. You don't get a monopoly on my mind. Well, you wasn't really present in the moment. I was present in the moment. That's why I was sitting here staring into your eyes. Oh, well, and then we're going to get away. We're going to get home from the date, and you're going to be talking about we don't have no money. Well, I want to go here, and I want to go there, and I want to do this, and I'm going to do that. We don't have any money because I've been staring you in your face all day. So I haven't had a chance to go make any money. For brothers that work a 9 to 5, I took the whole freaking day off. I took the whole freaking week off just to spend with you. When I was trying to save it for something else, I would have felt like it was more important. Well, you don't think I'm important? No, I was going to take you somewhere that I've been saving up for. But now, because you feel like I don't love you, I got to get out here and actually show you that I love you. And it's requiring me to take off work when I would be working. When I was literally working overtime to provide for you. I would have done that. I was doing that. A mortgage, sir. A mortgage is how you show that you love somebody. Oh, well, that ain't enough. And this, okay, all right, let me stop paying the mortgage. And see if you're going to stay. Well, that's a part of it. That's a big part of it. Me paying the bills is a big part of it. Be quiet. A man sitting up here doing all this stuff. Oh, that's not the way that I want to be loved. Really? Really? That's all that you got? Oh, well, I want to be wined and dined. There's roses right there on the table. There's wine right there in the cellar. I've been collecting wines for you. Go open a bottle of wine. I got it for you. Yeah, but it don't feel romantic. What are you talking about? They just keep on moving the goalpost. And this is why men don't want to get married. Every day, every month, every year, the goalpost keeps on getting shifted. It keeps on getting shifted. And we keep on giving these women a pass, talking about men are not responding to them in the way they should. They're not loving them the way they should, which there are some men that aren't. But the vast majority of these guys are doing exactly what their wife asks, even when they don't want to. And the women are not happy. They're never satisfied.
So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off. But when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain.
So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it, and I just trusted my decision, and I went on. But then I got an epiphany, and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping and you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color. I love the style. The heel is the right size and it's a reasonable price. Like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size, it's not the shoe for you. And so that is what I had to accept. Yes, he was a good man. But what that feeling was is that he was not a great fit for me. It didn't take away from who he was, but it was just confirmation that he was not a good fit for me. And that leads me to say that some of us are trying to force relationships when we know they don't fit. It doesn't mean that the person is not good. It doesn't mean that they are not good-hearted people. It just means that they're not a good fit for you. So free them up. Don't continue to settle for things that you know is going to cause discomfort in the future. Me purchasing a size 6 shoe when I wear a 7 is discomfort.
So look, this is the thing, y'all. I'm going to make it sweet and short because everybody want to know what I feel. Look, I feel like at the end of the day, you don't have to take a person through as much stuff as she took this man through. What do I mean? Why would you allow someone to be with you to the point where they have asked you to marry them? You're engaged with them. You've accepted a ring from someone that you feel is not a perfect fit for you. That's wasting this man's time. When you could have sat down so he could have seen the good women that were standing behind you, because a lot of women nowadays say they want a good man. They need a good man. But then when they get that good man, they don't want that good man. See, I'm starting to believe that most people only want what they are physically attracted to or what they're financially attracted to. See, she said in this video that he had so many amazing qualities, but she could not tell you why he was not a good fit. Now, she tried to use the analogy that he was like a pair of shoes, that she was a size 7 and he was a 6 and he just didn't fit. Well, see, the difference is when you went to go get those pair of shoes, you could see the size. You could see that they was a 6. Now, it's up to you if you want to squeeze your feet in them 6 knowing you a 7. But when you're talking about a human being, the emotion, the physical emotion, the physical attraction, you have to know what it is that makes that person not a fit for you. And if you can't tell me what it is that makes that person not a fit for you, it makes me believe that you as a woman was the issue. Was he not physically attractive enough for you? Because evidently it wasn't the financial bearing, because you accepted the ring. So that lets me know that the ring was a nice size, that you wore it on your finger for a while. To the point where you said, damn, I'm going to get a ring back. Well, let me explain something to you. If you at the store and you see a size 6, you're not even taking it out the store. If you a 7, you're not even picking it up and putting your money on it because you already know it don't fit. What I don't understand is, why did you take this man through so much anguish? Now when he gets with another woman, he's damaged, he's confused, and he feels like she's going to do the same that you did. You're going to string him along, you're going to break his heart, and he may not even propose to the next woman because of a woman like you. When you could have told that brother at the door, we are just not a good fit. You didn't have to waste his time, because time is money, and money is something nobody has time to waste. Not to mention, he must have loved you If he gave you a ring, he gave you a ring. Girl, it's women like you that make me say, "Don't, it's wrong with you."
Let's read some comments here. One woman says, if I was her, I would not have told this story out loud. Another person says, yes, she knew that she didn't have a connection with him before he proposed. Shaking my head. Basically, she needs to do some work on herself, and she's in denial. Another woman says she could have let him go before the ring. Another woman says, I agree with you. I'm glad she cut it off, but she definitely waited too long. If there's no emotional connection, cool, but you know that right away. Somebody else says, Valerie here says, why did it take you getting engaged to realize this? Realization doesn't take this long. And this is really what men are saying. On dates, when they're courting, you know, we have to spend, this is why I don't want to spend $500 on you. Because you sit up here and you make me spend all this money talking about your all in. And then when I do, you tell me, well, you know, that's just the way it goes. And I'm not going to pay anything back. I'm not going to pay my half. It's just the way it is. Just be a gentleman and just take the L. And men are not wanting to do that anymore. Like she said, I would not have told this story. You sound slow. You really do. Y'all try to make it, once again, y'all try to make it seem like y'all are deep, like something's really actually being said, like y'all are just imparting some knowledge, but you're showing us just how silly you are. You're showing us just how ignorant you can be, how much time you're going to waste from somebody else. And I hate to talk like that, but y'all got to stop wasting people's time and wasting people's money. Period. Stop doing that crap. All that time, that man could have been doing something else. Even if you wanted to just have something for a couple of months, we'll leave it at a couple of months. Hey, you know, I don't think this is working out, and going about my way. We did not have to get to the engagement, and then I get an engagement ring. We about to go into the wedding, and you saying, "Ooh, the shoe don't fit. This is a great shoe. I like it." Yeah, but you'd have seen the shoe across the way, and you would have asked somebody even before you went over there. Hey, does this shoe? Do you have this in this size? You would have asked that question, and you would have also done research on that shoe because it's so perfect. I know how y'all shop. Y'all don't just look at one thing once. You look at it multiple times. You go window shopping, and you would have looked at that shoe or that article of clothing multiple times, and you would have analyzed it. You'd have seen it. You would have asked, hey, does this look good on me? You'd have posted it to your Instagram or your TikTok. What do you guys think? You'd have asked your girlfriends about it. You'd have put it in the group chat. Everybody would have had some sort of opinion on this one shoe. But all of a sudden, when you get into a relationship, all of that analysis goes out the window and you can't think straight. You got to wait until they spend all that money on you. This is once again the problem that men have. Y'all wait and wait and wait and wait until it literally, honestly, truly, it's too late. I mean, technically it's never too late because you're not married yet. And with y'all, it's never too late, even when you're married, because y'all divorce a man. Oh, I'm fine leaving a good guy. And then y'all get on here and y'all spin stuff and y'all say stupid stuff. But you were dead wrong for this. You were dead wrong. You need to go to therapy and figure out what it is about you